pastor not long ago who had just started his first ever ministry position as a senior pastor of a church in a small town. And when I told him, I said, you're going to hear lots of advice, you're going to have lots of wisdom that's important, that's going to come your way. But one thing I want you to think about is I want you to see yourself unofficially as the mayor of your community. And he said, what do you mean by that, the mayor? I said, well, it means that you are out and about knowing and being known by people in your community. Not in a politics kind of way, not in a selfish, secular networking kind of way, trying to leverage yourself, but you're trying to build relationships for the sake of the gospel through the local church in your community. That people should know who you are because they see you. They're going to be a regular in the public places where people hang out. That you're going to live on mission where you live, learn, work, and play. They're going to see the everydayness of life as why you were there in that community. I remember when I was a youth minister for the first time, there was a very set schedule at the church, office hour kind of culture, and I went to the senior pastor and sat down with him and I said, hey, I want to get out in the schools and I want to be in the community and I want to, at night there's so many events the kids have and I'm supposed to be in the office at 8:30 in the morning. I'm just trying to figure out how to process all of this and how it's all going to work. And he said, Dean, let me tell you something. You can't grow a youth ministry from the office. Simply be at the meetings you need to be at, and besides that, I don't expect to see you here. You see, his mindset was that we were going to reach our community and reach the middle school and high school students specifically through the youth ministry of our particular church. Then the youth minister didn't need to be cut up in an office all day. There's going to be a temptation that you just need to sit at a coffee shop, at a laptop all day long, and just read and sermon research and write. And all those things are important, and all those things must be part of your schedule and calendar and rhythm. The most important thing I believe you can be as a church planter is to unofficially see yourself as the mayor of your community, where you can ask questions, where you'll enter into the culture of the community. It's just if you're new to the city, doing a brand new church, kind of a parachute drop, you got to learn the rhythms and the culture of the community, and you can't just do that sitting on your laptop. Look for people that you can invest in and opportunities to do so. It's going to look different for everyone. One thing I do is pastor an established church. It really does have an office culture and lots for me to pay attention to and a staff to lead during the day and all week long. One thing that I've really committed to doing because the age of my kids is I coach all of their youth sports teams. We play in our rec leagues of our local community, and I'm the head coach. And that allows me to know families, get to know kids, and the amount of people. There really has been a significant amount who over the years of me coaching them in t-ball, flag football, basketball, all the levels, all the way up until I've kind of passed my pay grade and the kids are too old for me to be able to coach them. We have seen families come to our church and become a part of our community and build relationships with it, all because I simply just coach their football teams. You want to make sure you root yourself where you are and also commit to staying for a while. Like, you can't start a church planting movement, you can't reach community if you see it as a stepping stone on the way to the next place. See yourself as someone who's going to become an insider in the community where you live. I just think it's so important for you to find ways to be as much a part of the local fabric of your city as possible. See where life happens in your community and join it. You don't have to be a crazy extrovert to do that. You simply need to be someone who is relational and who's intentional in the place where God has sent you. So when it comes to your kids' local schools, just your neighborhood around the block, local sports teams, whatever it might be, find opportunities and ways to make sure not just you, but your family is as much a part of a local city life as possible. Because that's where relationships happen. So often, a lot of our evangelism strategies today, and I'm thankful for all kind of evangelism strategies. I think it was Moody who said, I like my way of doing evangelism better than your way of not doing evangelism, so I'm the more the merrier. But how many of our evangelism strategies today are designed to talk to strangers who are skeptics? When most of our missional and gospel conversation encounters are going to be the people we already know, who probably have a little kind of theism in their life, a little kind of spiritual but not religious, but don't know Jesus. So here we are spending all of our time trying to find ways to talk to hypothetical people that we might have conversations with who are skeptics, when God has put so many people right in front of us in our community who don't know the Lord, and we have a wide open door to have a conversation and a relationship with. So my encouragement to all church planters is, before anything nothing else, see yourself as the mayor of your community. It's a missional mayor, not a political mayor, where you are out and about, you are very invested in the life of your community, that you're going to restaurants, that you're part of whatever the festivals that are going on, the life that's going on, the schools that are going on, all the things that are happening, your family's right in the center of it. Why? Because that's why you're planting a church in the first place, to reach a community with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And you can't reach people you don't know. So please make that your busy, like your schedule, like you're not too busy for those things. It should be part of your busy, much more than listening to sermons over and over again and reading over and over again, all things that are important, but none of those things can compare to what it would look like for you to be fully invested in your community as the unofficial missional mayor of the town where God has you.